What's good, folks? I'm Anish Maladi, and you're here to learn about photography. Let's get into it. Today, we're talking about 5 things you need to know before you get into photography. Now, it's very easy to say you need 5 things. Oh my god, you need a camera, lens, SD card. I don't know, what else do you need? A place to shoot, light? No. Rule number 1, you don't need gear. The gear you have doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, the gear that you have only helps make things easier. But you can do anything, any kind of crazy photograph you want to take, you can do with just a regular old camera, the phone that you have in your pocket. And in fact, a lot of the times I'm going to switch over to using my phone to show you how to do stuff in this channel. The idea of this channel is to take you through the nuts and bolts of photography. The idea is that so that if you look at this channel, then you should be able to just follow along, quickly be able to catch up and understand how to do photography. I might do some more advanced stuff later, but I'm going to try keeping it as basic as possible. I'm going to pretend you've never seen a camera, never picked up a camera before, and I'm basically going to talk you through the entire thing. Number 2, storytelling. Now, a lot of people think that taking a picture is just to take a picture. It's just to, you're just, snapping pictures randomly. But the best pictures, the ones that matter, the ones that really tell a story, those are the ones that are actually the best. In my 4 years of doing photography, I think that the one time that I've actually really shown people the photos that I'm super proud of, those are the photos that tell a story about a journey, a story about what I did to get there, or maybe just a story about the landscape. There is a story associated with every good photograph, and finding that story for yourself, finding that story and being able to tell that story through an image, I feel that's what makes a super powerful photo. I think the idea is that if you're looking for a story to tell rather than a picture to take, then you'll be able to take better pictures. Rule number 3, criticism and feedback. Now, at the end of the day, you're going to show your pictures to people. They're not just going to sit living in a dusty old hard drive on your computer. Maybe you're going to put them up to Instagram, Facebook, 500px. At the end of the day, you are going to show them to people, and you're going to receive feedback. You're going to receive criticism. Not everyone's going to like your work for what it is. My perspective is really that you should take this criticism in stride. It's something that makes you a better photographer, makes you a better person. It lets you see different perspectives, and that's really the key part of it, right? That a piece of art is only as beautiful as those who view it. Someone might hate your photos, someone might love them, but at the end of the day, the people that hate your photos will be able to tell you why they hate it. Or maybe they just hate it on principle. I mean, you do have haters, but more often than not, there's a reason for it. Maybe your color was off. Maybe it's oversaturated. Maybe it's undersaturated. Maybe the photo is not conveying the story you wanted to tell. And hearing that from other people is a great way to learn, and that's something you really should do. Sometimes people tell me they hate my photos. Maybe you go on a shoot, maybe you go to a client, you take a photo for them and they hate it, but you think it's okay, fine, this is a technically great shot. But at the end of the day, it's what matters to the person seeing the photo as well as you. That said, don't take it to heart. Use it to make yourself better. Don't use it to make yourself depressed or disheartened. The idea is that you're going to get better. Everyone started from some place, and I mean, at some point, maybe I'll show you guys the photos that I took when I was just starting out, and that's like a huge deal. So that kind of brings me to number 4. Do it your way. It's your photo. It's your job. It's your life, right? At the end of the day, someone telling you whether your picture is good or not is not going to help you. But if you're satisfied with the photo that you took, if you've told the story that you wanted to tell, if you've captured the moment that you wanted to immortalize, then you've done your job as a photographer. At least that's what I think. You're going to hear different perspectives on this, but a lot of people think of this differently. But at an event, if I'm trying to capture a photograph, the ones that I'm really happy about, the ones that people appreciate the most, are the ones that capture an emotion, capture a story. And if you're happy with what you've taken, that's all that matters. There's always going to be someone who hates it. So don't take it to heart. Just do the best you can. As long as you're happy with it, that's pretty much all you need to do. Okay, number 5, practice. Now, I can't emphasize this enough. It comes in last in this because it's the one that I want to emphasize the most. Practicing is key. you've got to be able to, like, just spend some time on this every single day. And I'm going to try showing you how to do this just like in your house. I know I'm sitting outside, I found a really nice spot, but you're going to have to be able to do this indoors. And just picking up a camera, maybe even if it's just your phone, for a few moments every day, then you'll kind of get an image or perspective on what this looks like. And that's pretty important, right? Like, if you can tell a story on anything, maybe it's just a pencil that's lying around, but if you can put it in a different perspective, then that completely changes things. That completely changes your perspective on photography. And someone once told me, photographers see things in a very different way. But the idea is that perspective is all that matters. It's why this channel is called Perspective. And the idea is, if you can tell a story every single day with something small, something minor, something tiny, and tell a great story with it, then you're going to get better. Every single day, you're going to do a better job, and eventually you'll get to a point where you're more confident in your own work. And that's super important. So practice. The first time I got a camera, I had 2 months. I was on exchange in Germany, and 2 months I just every single day, at all hours, as soon as I got off work, just grabbed my camera, wandered around. I was in Dresden at the time, beautiful place, and just wander around, just see what the world has to offer, see what they're telling you, and maybe you can tell some stories like that. So practice. I'm going to throw in one more, right? Bonus. Number 6. Have fun. It might be your job, it might be just a hobby, it might be something that you want to get into forever. But if you're not having fun, it's very easy to just, give up. The idea is, you've got to enjoy what you're doing. And if enjoying telling stories is not your thing, that's fine. There are other things people use photography for. Maybe you just want to photograph your kids. My cousin just had a baby. Just photographing kids throughout their journey. Maybe just your family. Maybe you just want to photograph your vacation and just picked up a basic DSLR for that. But at the end of the day, if you're not having fun taking photos, it's going to be hard to keep going with it. And that, I think, that continuity, that practice, especially when we're all stuck indoors these days, that practice is super useful and super important. So 10 on 10, practice, have fun, just enjoy what you're doing, because that's super important, that's super useful. Okay, that's really it. That's all I've got for you guys. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, toss a like on it before you go. If you enjoyed this content, to see more of it coming your way, because next time we're talking about composition, hit that subscribe button, tap that notification icon, and I'll see you in the next video.